New home for the FBI headquarters. Now, government leaders decided to bring the massive project to Greenbelt after months of political back and forth between Maryland and Virginia. Randy Ayala is in Greenbelt at the Greenbelt Metro Station this morning. Randy, this was one of the appealing factors when execs had to make a decision, the accessibility of this area.
Yeah, good morning to you, Wisdom. So we heard from County Executive Angela Also Brooks on this. Of the three sites, this was the only one with direct access to a metro stop. So FBI employees would be able to get off right here at Greenbelt and walk to work. So a huge drawing point there. We know it's a huge project going to bring more than 7,500 jobs along with it and billions of dollars for the economy. So huge deal here. You know, Congressman Cindy Hoyer started working on bringing the FBI building to Maryland back in 2009. So we're talking 14 years of work to make it to this moment here. It's going to be a massive economic boost for the county. Of course, Greenbelt was one of three locations being considered. Landover, Maryland, and Springfield, Virginia were also on the table. And as you mentioned, Wisdom, a lot of back and forth from political leaders in Maryland and Virginia. But leaders here in Prince George's County say this was about equity. Also, Brooks said over the last 15 years, the federal government spent $460 billion in Virginia compared to $120 billion in Prince George's County. So we got Representative Glenn Ivey's take on this, and he said this moment is long overdue. But he also said this choice made the most sense because of how much money it would save taxpayers.
I think we've been on the short end of the stick for a lot of these projects over the decades. But the other part of it, though, is I think we were definitely the best deal for the taxpayers. We saved somewhere between $1 billion and $1.4 billion for the taxpayers by putting it in Prince George's County as opposed to the Virginia site. And I think that those two things together made it a no-brainer.
Of course, that's what our leaders here in Prince George's County have to say about it. Virginia, of course, not too happy about this. Senators Mark Warner and Tim Kaine releasing a joint statement Wednesday that in part said that they were disappointed by this decision and that the administration's decision changed at, quote, the 11th hour and came about only because of political pressure. Now, leaders in Prince George's County also noted here at the site in Greenbelt, there's no existing buildings around, so construction crews wouldn't have to tear anything down like they would at the Virginia site. Also, just kind of scrolling through and looking at the leaders who have made a statement about this, just want to highlight the fact that Governor Westmore, Lieutenant Governor Miller releasing a joint statement just about the excitement of this project. We know 60 acres up for grabs here at this Greenbelt location. So a huge win here in Prince George's County, and leaders here in the county would say, again, long overdue. It's about time that the county got a project of this magnitude. Wisdom.
Randy, and the county leaders also said that it was shovel ready. And you mentioned that because there is space out there to deal with this as well. And also the ability to stay on time for the project. That was also a factor in this decision as well. So yes, the people of Prince George's County, the leaders are very happy about this. Randy Ayala reporting. Thank you, Randy. Well, the fight over where the headquarters would go has been going on for years. And it's been a big deal for a lot of people. And I'd love to know what you think about this particular move. I shared our web article, WSA 9 web article, on our Facebook page. If you'd like to check it out, I would love to hear your feedback about what you think about this decision to go to Maryland instead of Virginia. We also have a ton of reaction right now on WSA9.com, as well as a timeline on how we got to this point. You can check it out online or on our free WSA 9 mobile app.